How you guys doing? So yeah, this is going to be a part two to the last video that I had, and I really want to just say first thank you to the people that left the comments. That was great, beautiful, very genuine. I super respect that and super appreciate it. Now, I got my notes here again. So this is a part two to an update to my last video. In the last video, I talked about being extorted by Erie County and them taking my license and claiming that I owe money for a case that's closed. Yes, recently I called the courts and they cannot find this debt that I owe, and either can Erie County's DA's office. The case is closed. They don't understand why the child support unit is doing this. So, this video is also to detail why I can't work because of this and how this all connects to my previous employer. So there's a connection between my previous employer and my license being suspended, and it's a nightmare. I'm hoping that having a GoFundMe up or posting my Cash App can help in some way. I am in dire straits at this point and have no clue what to do. So, with this driver's license, I'm willing to pay on a payment plan. I'm willing to pay the support unit on a payment plan just to get my driver's license back and then try to have it investigated why I'm paying to begin with. But this has become a complete nightmare for 4 months now. And hundreds of hours I've committed with trying to get this license back with one single person at the court to all of these problems. She's at the support unit. Her name is Kayla Schroeder. Well, thanks to the comment in the last video, I came up with a really great idea that made some moves this week. It made a lot of things move in my favor, and I really appreciate it. I don't have the license back yet, but I got movement in the past week, and so that's been great. Back in November and October, I learned of this suspension, and I learned that when it first started a few months prior to October or November. And before that, which it was really weird timing because I was having problems with someone here in California who just happens to be from Erie County. And at the exact same time my license got suspended, that person from here in California flew to Erie County. And so when she got back from Erie County, my license is now suspended. What a coincidence. When I first reached out to the support unit, I was getting nothing but games right away from this one lady, Kayla Schroeder. And she wouldn't accept anything I sent her. She would give me piles of paperwork, fill this out, and I would send it back to her, and she says, no, I'm not accepting it. And then she says, well, you need to sign a satisfactory payment agreement. And that became a game. She wouldn't give me the one piece of paper. She wouldn't accept any of my other papers, and she wouldn't give me the one paper that would actually stop all of this. If I could just sign a payment agreement, start making payments, which I made payments. Now, I got a confirmation of it. I made payments, but that doesn't even matter to these people. Nothing matters to these people. And so she just kept sending me everything back blank. I then wrote the support unit. I told them that I suspect her for being in cahoots with the person here in California, and that it is now a conflict of interest, and that I need somebody from the support unit besides Kayla Schroeder to contact me, and that I need her investigated. I need this whole situation investigated. Well, they thought that was a complete joke. They denied me. And they just kept sending Kayla Schroeder after me. Just look at these pictures right here. Just look at these pictures. Every time I stated that she is violating my rights, she may be a conflict of interest to this case. Besides them denying my request against federal law, here is federal law right here to show you. Against federal law, Kayla Schroeder kept contacting me back vindictively. Look, I cite all the federal laws she is violating by contacting me. She ignores me and then keeps bullying me. These pictures alone right here should have her fired immediately and serving time in prison as defined in said federal laws. There are consequences for violating federal laws, and in the definition it states what prison time, up to 20 years for this woman. But does she care? Does not care. Now, Erie County's executive office, Mark Polenkar's office, they have jurisdiction over the support unit. So I've been contacting them relentlessly for months, getting nowhere. And in early February, I finally got someone named David Bozhanowski at the office. He said he would handle it, supposedly. And so he asked for all the paperwork that Kayla's gotten 7 times at least. And so I sent him all that paperwork. And I said, hey, man, here's all the paperwork. And she's not giving me the one piece of paper, this payment agreement. I'm not getting this. And he said, oh, I'll take care of it. He ignored me for 2 weeks. And he refused to send in any of that paper. With what I sent him a letter of cease and desist for Kayla Schroeder not to contact me. Here is a copy of that. Cease and desist. Do not have this woman contact me. From this point forward, this is a legal action. She cannot contact me anymore. Well, he didn't send anything to her. Nothing. Ignored me for 2 weeks. And then I got a harassing letter from Kayla Schroeder once again. And she's stating she needs everything that David was supposed to send her. And she's just mocking me and harassing me. After she got a letter of cease and desist. After I have asked dozens of times to multiple different offices in Erie County for this lady to be investigated and not contact me back. Here she is doing it one more time. Now, her contacting me after a letter of cease and desist is now David Bozhanowski violating federal law of action for neglect to prevent. This is also seditious conspiracy and about 15 other things. I'll show you all the federal laws. These people are playing games. They're unaccountable to all these laws. Why are they unaccountable to laws? Okay, let's just keep going here. Now, I got 2 people now. I got David and I got Kayla playing all these games with me, and I was pissed. I remember this comment. Read this comment right here. This is the first comment I got on the last video. And this comment really got me thinking, that these people, they think they're untouchable because of their jobs. And so what I decided to do is I decided to find Kayla Schroeder's personal address and post it online. It's public information. I'm not breaking any laws. And she needs to know that she is not completely untouchable, that people give a fuck and that her information is online. And so, yes, I posted this. And the very next day after I posted, I got it on Twitter. I let David Bozhanowski know that her address is now online. I let Mark Polenkar's know her address is online. And I'm directing people in that direction. Hey, bro. And so that very next morning, I contacted David and I'm like, hey, man, we need to get this resolved. And so he played a few games. He said, well, you didn't send me this. And you didn't. Well, yes, I did. And I sent him pictures. Here they are, showing him I sent everything. And he just denied to send it. And I also said, hey, man, there was a letter of cease and desist. This woman wasn't supposed to contact me. He laughed at me. He literally fucking laughed at me. Well, after we played games for about 2 hours, me and David, he finally sent me the payment agreement. He said that he'll get it taken care of in the next week. And yeah, okay, so now I think I'm got somewhere. I think I got some wheels moving. And now all I have to do is get this thing stamped with notary and get it sent to him. And I should get my license back. Hopefully. But posting Kayla's address online, it helped. I know it helped. And so thanks again for the comment. I appreciate it. The other thing is that Kayla Schroeder has been sending letters to my insurance company here in California, telling them that I don't have a license. This I was going to mention in my last video. I forgot, but that's become a nightmare. And they're calling me constantly. They just called me this morning. They want to come and grab my vehicle because they can't keep insuring me, and I can't have an uninsured vehicle on the road. My life's a fucking nightmare. And all of this started with a job last year. And so that's what I want to get into now. So I hope that I haven't confused you too much so far, because I really want to add some backstory. The lady I'm having problems with here in California has family in Erie County. She has family in Erie County. I'm having problems in California. This lady is my manager at the next job. So I had my previous employer, I worked a job. It was a complete nightmare. And in retaliation, this lady had friends in Erie County pull strings and had my license removed. That's what happened. So I got stalked, tormented, abused, and retaliated against at a job. And then I was fired by HR for reporting this. Another nightmare completely. I have 65 pages of documentation that I've sent to federal authorities, and I will leave a link to that below. And if you want to read any of that, it's in a link, and it'll explain what happened at this job. Now, at this job, I reported this woman for putting credit card skimmers on the registers. I'm working at Circle K, and this manager, Kristen Lombardo, her and her friends think it's a joke to put credit card skimmers on the registers. And they were stealing people's information and EBT information. And I kept finding skimmers on the registers. And so I kept calling the cops and getting police reports. Here's a picture of that. And from doing that, she sent people to stalk me, and things became out of control. I reported all of this to HR, and HR ended up firing me. No joke. I got fired for reporting abuse to HR. HR turned into a nightmare. Don't ever contact. If you ever have a job and they're abusing you at a job, don't tell anybody. Don't report it. If you see people committing illegal activities at a job, don't do anything. Don't report it, because they will destroy your life. They are unaccountable to laws, and there is no law in this country that will protect you from absolutely anything, and I have learned the hard way. And so the other thing is with the credit card skimmer, I have evidence to show that Kristen is into something even deeper and darker, and that connects to Erie County. And it's just a coincidence that I have that darker element documented for the past 3 years. Look at all this stuff right here that I have. 3 years of documentation to federal authorities about this darker element. If I was to explain in this video or show evidence of what I'm talking about, this video would be removed. So if you want to read any of that, it's in the 65-page document in the description below. And so, yeah, I worked a job. I was stalked, tormented, abused, retaliated against. They were putting credit card skimmers on the registers. And during that time, my manager actually flew to Erie County. She flew to Erie County the exact same week that Kayla Schroeder decided to suspend my license. Is that a coincidence? This lady was in Erie County the same week that Kayla started all these games. It is not a coincidence. And so after I got fired, which was in late November I got fired, which is a legal termination. Completely illegal. If you just read through this evidence, read through the documents, you'll see it's completely illegal. It's all documented. And so then I tried to contact unemployment. Hey, I got fired for reporting abuse. Unemployment helped me, right? No. And so I literally got a letter back from unemployment. And in their letter, they said that I violated company policy because I reported abuse. So reporting abuse at a job is violating company policy, and you can't get unemployment now. What? And so I filed an appeal with these people. I've called the appeals office twice, and they've told me twice that they have thrown my appeal away. They won't even read my appeal. And so I haven't been able to work in this town since. There is no possible way. I have put out dozens and dozens of applications all over town, and I'm not getting a job because all of them have to contact my previous employer. No shit, you have to contact my previous employer, and guess who that is? I can't get unemployment because I reported abuse. And my go-to plan B would be, hey, let's go do DoorDash or Uber Eats. I got a vehicle. Let's go make some deliveries. I can get some money. Well, now they got my license. I can't do that. And so this all seems planned, very strategic. I have it all documented. It's all been submitted to federal authorities. It's being ignored by everybody. And so that's why I'm putting these videos together. I want people to know that this can happen to any American. Complete extortion. These people are unaccountable to federal law. No lawyer will help. The media won't release the story. I have contacted dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of lawyers, media, press, podcasts. I put everything very clear and articulate in documents. I spent hundreds of hours typing it all up. Nobody cares. And so I've also gone through, put up a GoFundMe, and in the past 2 months, that's gone absolutely nowhere. And so this video here is to also show that I need some help. And so there's a GoFundMe. If you can help in any way, please. I don't know what to do, you know. I got rent to pay. I'm going to be homeless soon if I don't get that paid. I'll be left living out of a truck with no license. No money for insurance coming up. I have no money for the registration that's due in another month, another couple weeks. I can't DoorDash, can't Uber Eats. I can't work a job in this town. I don't have a license, and I can't get unemployment. It's absolutely insane. This is all true. Please read everything. Please go over everything. And if you can help in any way possible, please let me know. I have no idea what to do next. My life is a complete nightmare, and this is all extortion. And it's all because these people have a darker secret that I'm exposing, that I've been exposed in the federal authorities for 3 years. I had no idea when I moved here to Barstow, California, that this was going on here. I had no idea that people from Erie County were here doing something very dark and shady here. It's not my fault. I'm not on drugs. I'm not mentally ill. I'm just trying to work and pay my bills. And they don't want that. They don't want me working. They don't want me paying my bills. They want me out of town. Well, I need money to get out of town. I can't. So anywho, if you can help in any way, if you know a lawyer, if you know any way that I can get my government, my county, and all these people to stop extorting me, and some way to hold these people accountable, well, you have my information. It's with my GoFundMe and my Cash App in the description below. And there's documentation there. If you want any other documentation, let me know. I'll send it to you. I have hundreds of pages at this point, everything compiled. I have to stay up for the rest of the night getting a monthly update to the United States Attorney General's office tonight, and that's going to get ignored. And so hopefully I can get something with the GoFundMe going. Somebody can donate something. I don't know what to do. This is absolutely insane. And yeah, so I reported a job for abuse. I reported a job for criminal activity here in Barstow, California. In turn, they pulled strings with the support unit and removed my license. I can't get unemployment. I can't work DoorDash. I can't get a normal minimum wage job in this town because they have to contact previous employers. I put up GoFundMes and people say, what are you, the Prince of Nigeria asking for money? No man should ever ask for money. And for 2 months, I have gone out of my way with this GoFundMe. I'm a single male. I think people think either I'm on drugs or that I'm a scam. But anywho, I'm not on drugs. Don't even drink alcohol. I'm just trying to take care of myself. If y'all can help in any way, I greatly appreciate it. I love you guys, and I hope this wasn't too confusing. Thank you very much. Stay out of trouble. And yep, I love you.